essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to go through the entire first half of the Easter egg. Quite simple, it gives you all the guides to it. Not exactly that different, but there is parts to it that are really important for the later end game Easter egg.
These miracles
The fully unguided one where you just have to figure it out on your own. So I'm just gonna speed through all of this, so that way it's not boring you guys. Now this is very important, you want to keep the thunderbolt on you the entire time with this Easter egg. Even in the endgame you think it's not required, trust me, it's required. Now, this statue is something you want to remember because it looks perfectly normal for now. Once you do a certain step in endgame Easter egg, it will make a large difference. Well, not a large difference, but noticeable. Now, when you're holding the lantern, you don't actually need to keep it in your hand, you can go back to your other weapons, as it pretty much got a third slot specifically for it. So what you want to do is find 3 paintings and light them up with the lantern, and pay attention to the symbols and the numbers. You only need 3 of them, so here's the first one. So here we go. In the 3rd position. Here we have the woman in the 1st position, and here you'll find another hero in the 2nd. And those are only the 3 ones that you need. You do not need the 4th one, as you can just simply put them in and it will do that. So the 4th cylinder just keeps spinning until you get
these strange symbols are a collection.
Once these statues have been destroyed, once they've been destroyed, run back to this statue and just take note of the symbol. Or you can simply do what I do and just look at the statue while you spin, and eventually you'll see a glowing light appear. That is indicating that you've put it in the right angle that it needs to be. So just run to the next statue and do the same thing. Look in the direction. If it starts glowing, you've done it right. Okay, this is the first time this has happened, where the man has made a very different direction to the church, and typically he will run through the housing on the left side. However, he seems to be having a blast just going in a completely different direction this time. So it seems like he has 2 parts, either the door or this little bunker. Sometimes the miracles can be a little bit difficult. I got through a run the other day where I almost completed the Easter egg and died last. But I'm purely going to put that on the fact that the game hadn't gave me any second upgrade miracles. It has only given me first hit the entirety of the game up to that point. So all of my stuff was legendary, I had no tier 2s, no tier 3s, just tier 1s. He will also not attack you until you attack him first. Meaning you could just run up to him, call him stinky, walk away. He won't do anything. So it's always good to make sure the first hit on him is a good one. I say that and then do the weakest amount of damage ever. Now, this is where the real fun is. The first part of the Easter egg is complete,
I overheard Mother talking of a
and the
fail-safe.
unaided version.
A way in which to deal with these creatures should things
That's
get
why
out
I'm
of
here.
hand. A weapon
What we're
designed
going to
to
do
kill
is we're going to interact with
She
this,
must have
and the
made it.
stranger will enter. So he's a fairly
There's something
kind-looking
familiar about
gentleman.
this.
You just want to shoot him,
Perhaps she did
and he'll
create
disappear.
after all.
Now what you have to do is you have to run back to the surface and find them in 4 or 5 different locations. These locations can vary from anywhere on the map. he will make a certain noise to sort of assist in figuring out where he is. Now, it's not always guaranteed that you'll hear the noise until you see him, so one of the spots you can find him in is here. Perfect. Well, I wasn't actually expecting him to be. I have only seen him in 5 spots so far, so I'm unaware if he has any more. Purely for the fact of I haven't had the chance to see him yet, so if there is, by all means let me know, and I'll point them out. However, I've only seen him in 5 so far. Never mind, let's make that 6, I've just found him up there. So when I get close to him, he sort of makes this radio static sound. It can be difficult to hear at times, but there we go. He's made it a lot more clear things up there. Now this can range from any one of the spawns, so it's always worth checking them. But once you have shot him at one of the spawns, he can no longer spawn there again. So it's guaranteed that you would have moved to it. Now there is a space up there where he is right now. Would you look at that? There we go. And that is the noise we were looking for. So once you hear that noise, you've done it. Now what we're going to do is we are going to run down to this little library area. Now recall me saying that the statue has changed, or would have changed. This is how it should have changed. You should now see the little spiral from the stranger's face, as well as a dead rat. What we're going to do is we're going to interact with it, and a bunch of new enemy types will spawn, as well as potentially recycle. Make sure you have the Thunderbolt out, as this will help kill those enemies that spawn in very quickly. After you interact with the statue, it would have made a noise, and the rat that was right next to it, making the noise as well, would have duplicated and changed it all over. The statue's back here should now be lit up, indicating to the rats. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to run around and depending on how many rats there are, depends on what number it is. So this statue, before we get it in the way, is number 3. That's number 4. And these two up front will be 1 and 2. So the rats that will spawn somewhere allocate to which number it is. So there's a 5th location, 1 rat at the first symbol for the statue is a cat. Now you can either do this by doing 1 symbol at a time, or you can count them this way. If there is 1 rat and the symbol is cat, there's 1 cat. If there's the second amount of rats and it's cat, there's 2 cats, 3 cats, 4 cats onwards. So that would mean that the first statue is a cat, and the second statue is a cat. So there are 2 different colours such as 2 cats. It's quite helpful to put it that way, and essentially just a lot easier to remember as well. So 1 cat, 2 heroes, 3 dragons, so forth. Here's yet another one. So we've got 4 rats, and it's the hero. So 1 cat, 4 heroes. And here is another one of the rat locations. So we have 1 cat, 4 heroes, and 3 ladies. Oh, it was already on heroes, that's annoying. Sometimes they will already be on the correct ones, so do pay attention to that before you run up to it and interact with it. So, 2 is the only one that didn't have them before, and there we go. Now, there'll be 5 different energy ones, and this is why I said to keep the Thunderbolt on you the entire time that you are doing this. Because what you will need to do is you'll have to shoot a coil on the side of it in rapid succession with the other boxes. Right, as you can see, the lights haven't changed. that one. Yeah. Now you see that it's spinning, it's coiled, and it has began. Meaning, run down to this one, shoot the coil, run off. So no more need to shoot it once it's been shot. Shoot this one, run off. Here, shoot that one. Now, I'm trying to remember where the other one is. There's another one. And there's the last one. Just in this power. Once you hear that noise, you've done it right, and you need to make your way back to the line, which we will also have to guide. So here it is. Just want to crouch under. Now, the blood extractor, not necessary. That's the only one that you do not have to actually get done, because even if you do not kill them, there will be no pro to it. There's just, well, no, pro, con? Either way, it doesn't do anything bad. What we're doing is just simply guiding it down the stairs to the front of the dragon door, which if you hadn't noticed, when you run down this little corridor down there, down the stairs, on your left there will be a big golden circle door, which you may have noticed while doing the steps with the capsules. So there we go. So down this big corridor, behind is a golden dragon door. You see what I said, do not go down there just yet. Behind the dragon door, there's obviously a massive dragon with the stranger's symbol. So what we're going to do is, we're going to pick up that nose as well, and then we're going to place the capsule on it, where we will spawn all the stones yet again. So make sure you have your thunderbolt equipped. Now, you do not have to instantly go down and put the seal into the box where the gun was, where we initiated the first beginning part of the step, where we first encountered the structure. You do not have to put it in there yet, unless you are absolutely prepared for the fight that will come with it. Now the reason why I'm saying it like that is because the first fight with Abraham, compared to the next fight you were about to have him if you pushed the seal in, was nothing. It was just him going, oh look at you, you're cute. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm so hurt. Ow. So if you don't, make sure that you have a life token, because you will most likely go down in this situation.
Thank goodness, you've severed the link against all the odds.
And here comes round 2 with more full mana. Here, he will strengthen you, and he does heal himself, as well as the fragment that he spins 3 abominations with. There we go. Oh, where is he? There he is.
You discovered a seal. You're one step closer to claiming the God Killer as your own.
Is the entirety of the Easter egg. You're free to leave now.